and a little bit of pace. Corner three, Ross rims out, and the rebound corralled by McLaughlin underneath. Nice move. Hoggard, boy, quickly to the cup.
Arms wrapped around me. Manion with Arthur Kaluma on him. Now Kaluma switches on to Hoggard, who spins it in. Results in a turnover. Johnson is wide open as he'll ever be. Misses the three. Hoggard, strong finish. Kaluma now pokes open. Manion slip, and that somehow did not stay down.
He's cramping. Manion is cramping.
Yep. Hoggard.
How much time do you save doing that? Then he just stands there.
Yeah. Hoggard the lay-in, and we've got a
Tanner's quick again. Quick feet, quick hands.
He turned the corner and saw the 7-2 Ivicic there. Thought better of it. Hoggard. Shot clock didn't reset. Doesn't matter. So he went to Miles College. And as we talked about, went to junior college for a year, then bust onto the scene at North Texas. Left there with a 3.9 GPA. There's Hoggard. He'll head to the free.
What a night. What a night.
16 points, 13 rebounds, 2 assists for Trevin Brazil. Layup by Hoggard is good.
It's crashing the offensive glass, but they're missing opportunities to score.
Vandy finally gets one to go.
Play off everybody else and make those cuts. So he's got to make those layups.
Wanya on the rebound. Boy, he's everywhere.
Yeah, he is. Great athlete.
Kicks it out to Hoggard. He rips it. Vanderbilt's first three. He's up to 8 points. He has 7 rebounds to lead Missouri. Hoggard. Little step back is good.
It's a pretty good.
Here's Mitchell.
Angle, and then patience when he's down low.
Hoggard. Robinson back. And that's going to be goaltending. Count it, and it's 1 out of 2. Pierce. Grill.
Man-to-man defensively.
Robinson, Mitchell, and Bates on the floor for Missouri.
Hoggard,
Edwards,
and he's been Hoggard's been good with the basketball.
Hoggard.
Strong. They really picked the defender for them because they want to know who's going to come up, set the screen, knowing Missouri switches most things.
Hoggard, contact, count it! Here's Brakefield. Murray for 3. No good. Rebound to Vanyon. Hoggard spins on Brakefield. Little floater off the window.
Shootout, which is what it seems like we're going to have here tonight in Rupp Arena, Roy.
Yeah, you got Sears, you got Bates, you got Caleb Grill, got all those three-point specialists for head coach Nate Oates, and here.
2 guys when they need to be there, and that's the absence of a point guard. That's why I think Coach Mark Pope, he's going to have to run more sets tonight to put his guys in position because the guys are open. They have advantages. They're just not there quick enough.
Hoggard knocks.
The game's 7th best number in the SEC.
And he's got to get going. That's a catch and shoot deep. And he's got to, at times, just force that. Not force it in a bad way, but just be ready to catch and shoot.
Lockett kicks it back out to Hoggard. High 3, rattles in.
So that's a second next step, is to be able to get multiple. I mean, you got to be able to hit 2-3 shots in a row. The kind of pressure that he has on him to be their shooter/scorer.
Hoggard. He got that one to trickle in over the front of
Each possession, which Vanderbilt has done.
There's about 11 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Hoggard comes off a couple of screens in the paint. Tanner, 5 on the shot clock. Back to Hoggard. He gets it to go and looks.
It's called chesting your opponent defensively and moving him off of his spot.
Guys are going to be busy tonight with all of these ranked teams in action in the conference. Got 5 games happening featuring 7 ranked programs in the SEC. Number 1 on display on the road here tonight in Music City. Great cut by Hoggard, spotted by McLaughlin.
Back at Janai Broome. Make Janai Broome play defense on this end, and that's why he's putting him in a ball screen here. But you've got good help. Look at all the Auburn Tigers on the weak side helping on the ball screen.
Hoggard wants it. Finds a way inside for the layup. Johnson shooting 57% from the floor this season. He's been even better tonight. 8 of 9. Hoggard will get the roll.
Bottled up. They move it around. Nickel for 3. Left it short. Tapped and kept alive by Carey. Hoggard finally knocks it down. It was Larry, 10 to shoot. Larry up and under. Tough shot. And McLaughlin brings it down for Vanderbilt, down by 5. Here comes Hoggard. Yes! An and 1! And a 6-point lead for Vanderbilt with a little more than 3 minutes to go. Let's see if Texas can keep Hoggard out of the paint. Commodores exhibiting patience. Nickel, nothing there. Back out to Hoggard. 7 on the shot clock. Hoggard crosses over, takes it strong. Hoggard right into the twine. It's back to a 6-point game. Down the floor for the Longhorns, denying. Here comes into who else? Hoggard. See how aggressive Vanderbilt is with a 6-point lead. Hoggard leading clock up top. They get the switch they want. Watch everybody spread out. Hoggard 1-on-1, 5 to shoot. Hoggard, contact, and the bucket. Hoggard.
This is where Florida will have a significant advantage. Condon in his interior play will be important.
Needed that from.
Gets his feet set, knocks down the tray ball.
Blow by, Hoggard lays it in.
That's that physical advantage that Florida has. They started this game trying to set the tone on the inside, and they're finishing it trying to set the tone on.
Build everything, I think, back the 4-point play and the win against Michigan.
Had a career-high 30 in that game against the Wolverines. Here's Edwards working on Fears. Cross-court pass, catch and shoot out of the corner, and worked perfectly as that one.
The league is so good. You just line up top to bottom.
Roberts triggers it in to Hoggard. Hoggard been quiet here in the first half. Those 2 fouls have kind of kept him at bay. Just 3 points.
He provides great leadership to this Vandy team. Michigan State star for 4 years.
Kicks it to Edwards, trying to spin Elvis on the baseline. Now he'll back it out. Shot clock at 5. Hoggard launches a 3. Got it. After 20 minutes, you feeling pretty good? We got to button up this. What are you thinking?
I think you like how you played early in that half.
Yeah.
I mean, I think Oklahoma's had a hard time defending Vanderbilt.
The Cats bring them within 3. And even in this building, Big Blue Nation is making more noise right now. Hoggard, a quieting 3. Tucky back on top.
How good has Amador been today, man?
4 out of 5 from that three-point line.
Hoggard, nice take. Alabama run.
Yeah, that's a strong drive by Nelson. When he has the mismatch with his positional side playing the power forward, he's able to get some post-up work down low.
That's now 6 different Tide players to score halfway through the first half. A.J. Hoggard. This is the very savvy fifth-year senior point guard.
This year they continue to schedule tough. And they've been able to win these games and win them in tough environments, playing on the road, playing in neutral sites. That type of stuff will only set you up for big-time games in the NCAA tournament.
Yeah, that is the way they do it in Tuscaloosa. 6 seconds here to play here in the half. It's a nice move from A.J. Phylon. Got it to go at the rim. They knock off all those impressive teams you referenced in the non-conference. Beat Houston, beat Illinois, on the road at North Carolina. Creighton, Rutgers, the lone losses. Diabate sets the screen and rolls. Diabate backs in. Diabate could not get it to go. Mignon falls to 2-on-1. Tanner's got his head up. Tanner picks up the dribble. Dangerous pass there. And they bounce it down. McLaughlin. Look who's open. This is Hoggard. 4-3. And so
JMU, Georgia Southern, not easy to do.
Picked to finish 16th in the preseason poll, and all he's done is get Vanderbilt thanking NCAA tournament in year 1.
Hoggard
And Milicic at the 4 and the 5.
Gainey blocked by McLaughlin. And here's Hoggard. Up and in.
He should take that every.
Ohio State. 3-point play, and that'll cut the margin down to 10. That'll stop a 12-2 run by Vanderbilt. Remember, Tennessee sliced that lead down to 1 right out of the gate to begin the second.
How about pick and pop with nickel? It's worked several times already.
Works for Hoggard here, and A.J. Hoggard. Jason Edwards, slow it down for a minute. There's a wide open Hoggard. McLaughlin. Hoggard again. Yes!
Brigade. They've been able to be very efficient offensively while being, if you ask most coaches that have played against this Commodore team, very physical on the defensive end. They're not tall, but they love doing some pushing and shoving around the rim. Good strong movement. Gets the ball. If he thinks like a passer and doesn't worry about scoring, the ball moves pretty well.
Cam Scott, a 2-time Gatorade Player of the Year in the state of South Carolina. It is a 3-point Gamecock lead. Oh. Nice work.
Here's what I love. He's kind of barking at his teammates to give him the ball. That's what you want from your leader. He's the kind of guy, he can carry this team on his back and win games.
By Mizzou is a make, and it's Tamar Bates. Averages over 13 points a game and one of the better three-point shooters in the land. Vanderbilt shoots the three fairly well, but their strength is their spacing, their movement. They cause a lot of problems with this style of play, and a great drive by
straight line path.
Right.
In other words, if you're going on a straight line, you can't get bumped off of that. The only way a defender can do that is if he's in your line.
This goes back to the initiative, freedom of movement, which I think has made the game much more entertaining. Hoggard gets it to crawl in. Beautiful. Crowd has been terrific all game long. They'll need him here. Hoggard missed it. Tap out. Mignon. Kick out. Hoggard again with a three from the corner. And a quick.
Get him early in transition. Go straight down your throat for the dunk. If you do, he kicks it out.
And it's R.J. Melendez who has knotted things up at 7 apiece.
And he's fit into this system really well for Coach Chance.
Is Hoggard to the jump stop, gets that one to go. AJ.
That kind of range. Now, I was watching him in shoot around. He never practiced it off the backboard, but didn't shoot it.
Look at Hoggard here.
How did that one go?
Joins this Vanderbilt team, has helped them start 13-1. McLaughlin with the offensive board, so they get a second look. Hoggard pulls it from 15, connects.
Second chance.
Up. Difficult giveaway. Oh, it's a takeaway immediately on the other end. Hoggard lays it in. It's a 12-point game. A great act of hands like Vanderbilt. Big opportunity. They've got to get it back to single digits here. Inside of 7 minutes. Hoggard into the paint, puts it up, count it! And the great decision just to attack that rim every chance you get. Pat, 10 minutes ago, Vanderbilt was down 22. They're back within 7. They got another look. Here's Hoggard. Got it! How about the pass? The stakes are pretty simple. Two teams that have thrived to begin the season. They opened up SEC play with wins Saturday. But only one team tonight is going to leave with a 2-0 record in conference play. And in this rugged version of SEC ball this year, that could be significant. How did Hoggard get...
Hoggard 2 of 4 at the line today. The offensive rebound, McLaughlin. Hoggard from downtown.
He's been able to post up when isolated one-on-one with 4 guards on the floor. Because Nickel, he's at the corner of the horn set. He can pop out. Carey can go inside and post up, number 22 in black.
Hoggard's in takeover mode. Shot clock down to 6. He'll launch and connects.
And for LSU.
Hoggard created the space. Not this time. Who wants it? Vanderbilt does. Nickel. Hoggard, same move. Different result. Will add some size inside with Robert Miller. Lead down to 4. When you think about it, SEC play just getting underway today. A snapshot of what to expect as league play has finally arrived. Hoggard the clear out. Well, Chess stayed on his feet, wisely so.
He's got to be careful.
Hoggard buries the mid-range and the foul by Chess.
Sturdy body of Jordan Sears helped him with that one. The body control and laying it off the glass. That's tough.
Coach, you'd have a whistle for me on that. It looked like he absorbed a little bit of a hit.
Come on now. You don't want to be soft, Roy. It's just early. Let him play.
That was my New Year's resolution, to not be soft this year. And I've already started off on the wrong foot. 5 on the timer. And the spin and the finish, the soft rim. Coach that has not skipped steps to make it into the rough and rugged Southeastern Conference.
Were you asking this morning, did he think that the SEC was going to be tough? He said yes, not this tough.
He called it NBA South.
Without fouling. McLaughlin's been an impact player on both ends so far. Hoggard, runner, got it. In the bonus. Davis from just inside the free throw line, missed it. Hoggard in transition, got fouled and one.
Stop. Everybody's in that same flow and rhythm, knocking down shots. That's what leads to high percentage shots.
Hoggard gets the defender to fly by in a tough.
Daniel loose there on the court, number 6.
That's awesome. That's fantastic.
Isn't that amazing?
That's such a cool note. Some would say true, and I think you would know this, basketball is family, huh?
Amen. Vanderbilt first chance at a three-point opportunity.
Knocks it down.
They're just being patient, staying on the ground, utilizing his footwork, and then pushing up through physicality to finish that shot.
Boy, 6'8", 270, a graduate transfer out of Kansas City, Missouri. Triple strike goes down, and dip to it, and they caught it here.
Ty Tanner into the ball game as well.
Hoggard for his third free. You bet, splash.
First win of the year. Then they pull off an upset in the opening round of the NCAA tournament, knocking off Wisconsin. They finally fell to Duke, but not before they won 32 games. They're one of the best stories.
Now that's what you want if you're the Citadel, is to get Fox going downhill.
He went downhill, but did not finish the way he wanted to.
There's a look at the change in terms of offense. The number of 80-plus games.
3 ball from the...
but it didn't matter to Jason Edwards.
Edwards is going to be in double figures for the 38th consecutive game. Hoggard on the run out, lays it in. 30.
I think when they go against bigger people in the league, then the question becomes what's going to happen in terms of the glass. Oh, how about that unselfish play by Edwards?
And it sets up the 3-ball.
He's picking up where he left off. He's a true 3-level scorer, not shooting the 3-ball great, but you let him get to his mid-range, let him be comfortable. He is more than capable to knock that down.
Made a nice win last time out. 16 points, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists for Collins in their win against Xavier. Vanderbilt has an answer at the...
Shot after shot after shot from that exact same spot. But game action, game speed, a little different thing. Hoggard, Huffman, Magnon, Nickel, and Devin McLaughlin, who has been a revelation since transferring from Boston College. What a difference maker he has been in the SEC. There's the Michigan State transfer. A.J.
Tech answers with a and one. That's a 5-point swing.
Tech doing the job at the line, collectively 9 for 9. How about the moves by...
Knock down the 3-point shot in the corner.
1 for 4 for Vanderbilt from 3. That triple try is no good. Knocked loose to Vanderbilt. Here comes Huffman.
Guys looking a little winded.
Yeah, we're 2 minutes past the timeout. That jump shot is good for...
Around here somewhere and get down there and help us with that.
By the way, for the first time here today, the transfer from Mercer. David Craig checks into the game. 7'2" for Tennessee Tech. It is good. Hoggard. Smooth off the glass for 2. 8 points for A.J. Hoggard. Not quite there for Slatton. Hoggard for 3. Yes! Right on through.
Picked up the ball. A.J. Hoggard knows what to do with it.
Defensive rebound by McLaughlin. Out to Hoggard for 3 straight buckets. You bet for the... Johnson will not go.
AJ was trying to channel his inner big man on that play.
Oh, what a play. What a finish. A.J. Hoggard.
Abreu locked up by Huffman. Shot clock down to 5. Mitch Muscari has to hurry. Swiped away. Jason Edwards, the takeaway. That is 9 turnovers for Drake in his first half. And Vanderbilt continues game for the Bulldogs. Hoggard. Everything but the finish. Stayed with it, though. Catches.
Just controlling the entire game.
And a big reason why the Bulldogs have opened up an 8-point lead. The largest separation either team has found tonight. Hoggard trying to make something happen. Flying to the rim. It scores. Year 2024 belongs to the Drake Bulldogs. A convincing win. And Ben
brought the ball up. You got to make sure he's got a chance to get the ball back.
Now Vanderbilt has grabbed control of this semifinal on a 6-0 run over the last minute 20. Hoggard in attack mode. The hoop. Second effort. Okorafor leads up the spill.
Sitting next to each other, Tyler Nickel, MJ Collins, both at Virginia Tech last year.
And he has scored the last 11 points for Vanderbilt. 4 for 4, the rest of the team just 2 of 10. And now Vanderbilt's exactly what they needed. Brandon Love takes the lid off the rim. Game of runs with this first half. Vanderbilt started slow, 1 of 9 from the floor. They've made their last 7. Make it 8 in a row for the Commodores.
All for the turnover. Something early for Nevada.
And that scoop to the hoop.
Guard in there posting. Good pass by Nick Davidson.
Vanderbilt continues to get to the rim.
Get that out of here, Joe Lenardi.
Nevada, the last team in. I'd love to know why. The defensive intensity leads to the slam. AJ.
Change of defense here out of the timeout. 1-3-1.
Trying to get something, anything going because it's all Vanderbilt, and they continue to execute. A minute 30 to go in regulation. Seton Hall and VCU went to overtime in the game before this in Charleston. Vanderbilt trying to avoid an extra 5 minutes and close this one out. Hoggard in attack mode delivers.
For that pass that AJ tried to lace him with just now. With this fast-paced offense, things happen quick. You got to be ready.
Into the corner, free ball for Hoggard. Battles that one through 8.
However, you don't know if they're going to be able to keep up with the pace of play that the Commodores are trying to go with right now.
Triple try. Book it for Hoggard.
Against a high-caliber guard, that's going to be a bucket. Tyler's going to have to figure out how to pressure the ball a little bit better and get a hand up a little bit better on those shots, because with a better shooter, that's going to be a basket.
Hoggard. He scores it on the drive. Kennebell. Off the glass, no good. And picked up by Carey. Kick out for Hoggard. Splash!
Right at the floater across the rim.
First bucket of the ball game. Stojakovic, 15.5 points per game, 6 rebounds per game for the sophomore from California. Hoggard. Eubank. Hoggard drives and scores it. Players coming from Vanderbilt, working with Count here this season. Again, it's a cross-country matchup with a splash of a homecoming for sure.
It's the beautiful thing about basketball. Basketball brings people to do a better job of taking care of the ball when it comes to offensive possessions. And what I mean by that is getting the shots that they want, not the shots that the defense is willing to give them.
Hoggard for 3. Yes! The 6-0 Southeast Missouri State run over the past 1 minute 45 seconds. No field goals for Vanderbilt in 4 minutes. Just those free throws from Carey. Here's Hoggard. Floats and scores. First point conference team since 1924. Arkansas 1-22 all time. Their last game versus an SEC team was back in 2022. Lost at Missouri 96-89. 10 seconds to shoot. Out to Hoggard on the drive. No chance for Southeast Missouri.